Introducing your Orlando Magic. Starting at power forward, at 6'9", number 00, Aaron Gordon. At point, 6 feet 4 inches, number 4, Alfred Payton. Number 5 guard, 6'4" from Indiana, Victor Oladipo. Number 12, forward 6'9" from Tennessee, Tobias Harris. Number 9, center from USC, NiquoGFlight420's. Your home team head coach is Scott Skiles. Once again, your Orlando Magic.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Magic make a quick stop here in front of their Orlando fans just one game before heading out. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
And right now for the Magic, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Pistons, Green in at shooting guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Morris in at the small forward position. And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. Here's Green. The shot is off. And Orlando the other way now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponents.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Marcus Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Payton against Jackson. Shot clock at 5. And it's Harris off the drive. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Tobias Harris.
And he knocks down the first one. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. He hits both from the stripe.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's Whoa!
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Harris kicks to Payton. just 5 on the clock. Low block shot on the way. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Pistons leading. Green up on top. Guarded by Oladipo. And it's Green missing. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Harris off the drive. Green with the block. He's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Oladipo.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Green. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against New York.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
They set the pick. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Oladipo, here we go. Green with the block.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Jackson passes to Green. Count the bucket. Green's got 8 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pick by Vucevic. Floats one. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Pistons leading by 5. Green up on top. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really an extraordinary game for Green. He already has 8 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Passes to Hezonja. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? That's good. Hezonja's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Green, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Nice work there coming off the screen. Hezonja's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Magic.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Johnson, the dive for the ball. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Freak number 1.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, and he's got such a nice, soft touch inside or outside, and he has the ability to create high-quality shots for himself. That makes him a tough scoring threat.
Pass to Fournier. There's the pick. Here's the 3. That is good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Pistons have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Screen by Smith. Jennings kicks to Green. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hezonja's shot is off. Up top, Jennings. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change.
You rarely see him missing dunks. but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
It's all tied in Orlando, and will return shortly. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for Detroit, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Patterson. Caldwell Pope comes in for Morris, and it's Green in for Brandon Jennings. Aaron Gordon out there with Hazonia. Then it's Jeff Withey. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Jensen in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He had 46 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
For Orlando, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line. This is a cup for them.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Magic making a change here. Green's checked in. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Detroit. Johnson comes in for Ilyasova.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 5th in free throw percentage, 11th in rebounding. And they're in the top half of the league in getting steals as well. Not bad, but could be better.
And talking about how consistent they've been at the foul line, so often it's an afterthought. But the good teams find a way to make teams pay for sending them to the free throw line. That's been a key all season.
Jensen, guarded by Jackson. Here's Jensen. Rebound by Smith.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Green. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11. Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Clock at 4. Green dishes to Withey. Here's Hazonia. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Pistons leading. There's the feed to Jackson. The pass to Green. There's the dish to Johnson. Shoots from the baseline. Tries again. And Green with the lay-in. Green's got 16.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Green with a screen on Jackson. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here's Jensen. And there's the Magic with another bucket.
Jensen!
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Magic. They lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense. And what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
And that's just the thing. I mean, he knows how to share the sugar. He makes sure everybody gets a touch, and that keeps the offense balanced and productive.
On the court for the Pistons, Green, he's in at shooting guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the one. And it's Gordon missing. The Pistons trailing. Green kicks to Morris. Green, the pass to Jackson. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Kicks it to Vucevic. Puts it up from 7 and off the front iron, and in it goes. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And it's Green with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He touched on his desire to see them make heavy use of the pick and roll for the rest of the game. Keep setting those screens, fellas. Those were his exact words. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
All right, Doris, thanks. And here's Fry from the arc. Another miss by Orlando. The Pistons have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. The drive by Green.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And that one's good. And the Magic lead by 1.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. And Fry has it in the corner. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Fry's got his first points of the night.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
Payton with the ball, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Vucevic with the bucket. And now a 3-point Magic lead.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Fournier's checked in for Oladipo. And Detroit with a change here, too. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Patterson. Green dishes to Drummond, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. From 11 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Here's Drummond, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Marcus Morris. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Drummond. The drive by Jennings. Here's Green. That's tipped. Here's Fournier, and he uses the glass on the layup. Fournier's got 9 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Jensen, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Smith comes in for Drummond. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Now Green. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kept alive. Withy gets the bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Here's Green for the tie. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the inside.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Free throw good, Green. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Magic lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. The Pistons trailing. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
And it's Harris off the drive. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Payton. 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, We're certainly seeing the effort.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And, well, Detroit shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch, and he gets it to go. 39 points for Freak.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Here's Vucevic, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
For the Pistons, Andre Drummond's checked in for Jason Smith, and it's Jennings in for Jackson.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Picked by Vucevic. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. 6 points for Victor Oladipo. Dishes it to Green. Another 3 for Detroit.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Timeout. Timeout. Starting. We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Scott Skiles was going over with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Outside Jennings. Back to Green. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Payton kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Oladipo. Outside Gordon. 5 on the clock. From 13 to the left side wing. And stolen by Drummond. Oladipo against Green. And the shot is good. Green's got 48.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Payton against Jennings. Harris outside. 13 feet away.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Morris with the bucket. The Magic trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Another miss by Orlando.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
The lead pushed to double digits.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Pistons leading by 10. Feeds it to Green. Morris passes to Patterson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Green with the basket on the assist by Drummond. Green's got 50 points.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. The drive by nasty, absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell you what, I hope.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get your shot the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Harris dishes to Payton. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half. Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
He dishes it to Vucevic. The shot will not go. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Green gets it to go.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pistons.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Green. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Outside Jennings. And he lobs it up, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
It was all about working with my teammates to open up scoring opportunities. Not just for myself, but for all of us. The more chances we get as a team, the more we all score, the better off we are in the end.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.